I don't know what
Welcome, everybody, to episode 3 of Jollof Meets Biryani.
See, that sounded even more newscasty, more
Jollof Meets Biryani
Dateline NBC. Jollof Meets Biryani.
Jollof.
Look, you don't even know
I finally got our title right from episode 1.
Anywho, welcome back. Thanks again for joining us. This is episode 3 of our podcast.
So glad you could make it. Guess what? Celebration. We reached 100 subscribers.
100 subscribers. 101. So shout out to that one who put us over the top.
Thanks, guys.
Listen, when we look back on this in a year, we'll probably be at 102 subscribers. Who knows? We might be 103.
We might be going crazy at 102. So look out, world.
Look out, world. But yes, so as mentioned, as promised last time, actually, you know what you did promise last time? You were going to do a little tutorial.
And did everybody know what I followed it up with? I said that I cannot because his head is bigger than mine, and I shall not stretch out my hijabs. These were a pretty penny.
Yes, and big heads means smarter brains or bigger brains.
That's what you said last time as well.
Anywho, but so starting off this podcast with a quote, word, saying, joke of the day sponsored by... Yet to be determined, but the sponsors are coming.
Are they?
They are.
Who would you want to be sponsored by the most?
Nike,
that would be
StockX, GOAT, Ronaldo,
Adidas.
LeBron, Drake.
Why did you not say Adidas?
I don't care for Adidas. I mean, I like Yeezys, but I really don't really care for Adidas.
You heard
not
it here
that
first.
I don't want Adidas fanboys to cancel me, but
you heard it here first. He chooses Nike over Adidas.
A lot of people
choose
Nike over Adidas.
And do you guys know
what?
Do you guys know what he decided to purchase? Can we put an image between our heads? Is that possible? Can you edit that? Guys.
See, keep your hand up there. Keep your hand up there. So
right here. Boom.
Bam. I purchased that.
Guys, I'm unsure. I'm a little confused. We went on vacation a few weeks ago and we saw someone wearing these. I'm a little confused.
Adidas Yeezy foam runners.
I'm a stylish person.
That is a lie.
And I'm a little...
Summer dresses her Instagram doesn't really do it justice because we rarely post on Instagram. If we do post, it's not really full outfits. It's not things like that. But Summer dresses like 89-year-old grandma who teaches at the library at the same time hosts bingo night.
And
on Sunday evenings.
That's so disrespectful. He thinks he's the best dresser of all time.
I really don't. I'm not a fashionista. I don't care about fashion. I just wear whatever's
yet he got these Yeezy foam runners, which But
they're nice shoes. And to correct you, I didn't discover them on the cruise. I've actually, when they first came out last year, a couple years ago, I wasn't a fan of them. I was like, they just look weird. They look very
weird.
Silly. But over the years, months, they've grown on me.
I'm
a lot of shoes grow on me. So
I'm a little confused on how you even wear those shoes.
You wear them with shorts, some oversized tee, maybe a crew neck.
We went ATVing and a couple together were wearing those foam runners. They were matching. They were pretty swaggy, but they're a no for me. Comment down below if they're a no for you too. Okay, back to our quote.
Yeah, back to our quote. I don't have a quote.
I have a quote because I wore 2 shirts this week at school that had to do with kindness. The first one said, "Kind people are my kind of people," because they are my kind of people. Mm-hmm. That's a good one, right?
Yeah.
And then on Friday, I wore another shirt that said, "Choose kindness."
Choose kindness.
Done. That's
but
it.
The funny thing is she's never kind to me, so I think those are falling on deaf ears. In one ear and out the other.
I take care of him so well. You guys should see it. Yesterday, he busted his leg during soccer, and I tried to tend to him, but then he went downstairs and then I fell asleep. But I had the greatest of intentions. That is facts only.
And I didn't bust my leg.
Okay, question number 1. Who's the biggest baby when sick?
Who's you. The biggest? Huh?
You.
America. This is not true.
It's the
America,
truth.
look at me in my eyes. This is not true.
That's question number 1 of how well do you know Summer and Kay? Because you guys probably don't. Maybe some of you do, but maybe there's a few of you who aren't our friends in our family who don't know us. Maybe the 2 followers, subscribers. So, question number 1: who's the biggest baby?
I don't think I'm the biggest baby because when I'm sick, first of all, when I'm sick, I start chugging those vitamin C drinks. I try to stay active.
That's a placebo. They're all full of sugar and they don't work.
I drink water. I try to reverse psychology myself out of being sick. You, on the other hand, it's my deathbed.
That's a lie.
Every single second of the day, it's coughs. I'm hot. I'm hot. Can we turn on the fan?
I do get really hot. Okay, question number 2. What do we do at night? I know this is always like a couple.
Whoa.
No.
What we do at night is not their business.
No, that's not what I meant. I'm sweating. What I meant to say was, I know this is always like a little topic of discussion. Fan or no fan? And how do you sleep? This guy is weird. He puts his whole face under the blanket and sleeps on his back.
Right.
What?
And
can do that without a fan?
Let me explain. No, I need that. I would never do that without a fan.
Yes,
the only reason why, if for some reason, my head, when I'm cold, like at night in the bedroom, only my head gets cold. My feet, like from my neck down, nothing gets cold. Like I'm fine. But for some reason, it's my head. So when I'm chilly or I'm cold, I can bury my complete body because then it's like everything is just even and normal and fine.
I sleep a little crazy, not gonna lie.
She starts out sleeping vertical,
No,
then somehow ends up horizontal. Like
Yeah.
I don't know how it happens. It's like a spread eagle.
Like,
she sleeps like how Patrick Star looks when he's standing up. Just
wow. That's crazy. No, I do not actually. What I do that I know a lot of people do.
What you do.
What I do that a lot of people do is, come on, comment down below. You got to put one leg, not 2, one leg out of the blanket. Who's with me?
See, that's weird. Who does that?
But has to have the fan on.
See, that's even weirder. I bury myself, but she's completely just making herself vulnerable to a monster attack.
Yeah, you just get one leg vulnerable. And then this is the truth that I do sleep a little crazy and I end up in very crazy positions. Unfortunately, my favorite sleep position is on my stomach. I know that's not like the best. Did you know, like, scientifically that's not the best way to sleep? Sleeping on your stomach. My mom told me that's because all your organs go down and they're all smushed.
I sleep on my back because like my lower back is literally the worst
like
lower
a robot.
Back.
Yeah, he also, question number 5.
It's just hard to sleep on my stomach.
I mean, question number 3.
Weird thing.
Who has the body of a grandpa?
I do.
This guy.
I do. You know why? You know why? Ask me why.
Because he thinks he's really good at sports.
But
active. If you were really good at sports,
I'm active. Yes, that is a thing. So I played sports my whole life. Started with track, then to soccer, basketball. I played football for a day. I got hit once, and I realized that's not for me.
He actually played soccer at SIU.
Yeah. So when I played, so yes, I'm a collegiate athlete. So when I did play, like starting from
actually, you had to like try out and everything for SIU.
It's college. There are no tryouts.
Wait, really?
They're just great. But no, the reason why my body is in such bad, I wouldn't want to say shape because I'm Nigerian and we're all built to perfection.
Blackstone crack. Quote number 3 of the day. They really don't, you guys. It's kind of crazy. Like,
except for every pimple I have on my head, these things are cracking. But back to your question, the reason why I'm aged prematurely, even though I'm only 30 years old, is because I never took care of my body. I didn't eat well. I would never be the one to stretch before or after games. I would just show up, kind of fake stretch, and then play. And now, I'm come to terms with, the consequences of that. So now I'm starting to,
he's got like foam rollers and like 30,000.
The Hypervolt for the back, the massage warmer thing.
The gun, which I read,
gun.
the massage gun I heard is bad for you.
It depends. There are different connections, but.
And he gets like all these contraptions. One time we went to, where did we go? Las Vegas?
Your mama's house?
No, we went to remember when you did that massage thing? He got like these like little massage stickers. What
electric little.
Wait, where were we?
That was in Vegas. That was in Vegas. It was like those little electro.
Where you like put the stickers on your back and then it like. Bzzz.
Yeah, so that doesn't really do much, to be honest. I mean, unless you have like an extremely expensive like.
One time you went to hot yoga.
Hot yoga, that was for fun, which was very difficult. Hot yoga is very difficult. For anyone who does hot yoga or yoga in general, I commend you because it's really extremely difficult. But her body is not breaking down because she doesn't play any sport.
That's not true. I was a track star in high school.
What did you run?
No, middle school.
What did you run?
I ran relays.
First of all, any middle school sport is just...
No, I ran relays. I went to red ribbon competition, and I won second place. That
And
is true.
fun
I
fact,
actually have a
she
real.
was the only one running, and she got second place. Crazy. All right, question number 3. Question number 3. What's the
Okay, I have another good question for you. Okay, have you read any Harry Potter,
Nope.
Hunger Games,
Nope.
or Twilight books?
Nope.
Guys, I have officially become a reader. I love to read. My new favorite author is Colleen Hoover. Kind of inappropriate, but if you just look past that, they're really good books. And if you don't read, you should read. It's good for the brain. Get off TikTok. Don't get off YouTube. You can stay here and finish watching. But, get off TikTok.
Yeah, so
read a book.
I don't read. Reading is not just.
He hasn't read since like the second grade.
Reading is just not for me. I'm a visual person.
What did you say the last book was that you read? You've
I've
only read one book.
2 books, actually.
Two
I've read 2 books. One was in school, and one was in school, actually. They were both in school, but one was like we had to read as a class. The other one was kind of just pick a book and read and do a report on it. The first book I ever read was Night. It was a Holocaust book. Very good book.
Holocaust books were always the best.
And then the other one was called Once a King, Always a King. So it's a...
Was that Kobe?
It's a non-fictional book. I said Once a King, Always a King.
Wait, non-fiction book, not non-fictional book?
That's what... It's non-fiction. Is it non-fictional?
Wait, what is nonfiction?
She thought I was a goofy, you guys. I'm not him. I mean, I'm him, but I'm not him. I know what nonfiction is. I know what fiction is.
We should totally do an episode of like me asking questions. What's a compound word? Give me an example of a compound word.
So before I answer this, right, when we watch those shows, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? It's not because you're not smart than a fifth grader. It's not because you're dumb. It's just because that it was such a long time ago.
You guys, honestly speaking, we actually...
So I don't know what a compound word is.
Do you really not know what a compound word is? Compound. Compound means what?
Just because you say the word twice and slow doesn't mean I'm going to know what it is.
Compound is 2.
2 words being put together.
It's a peanut butter and jelly word. That's what I tell my kids.
So like breakfast.
Breakfast. Okay.
That's a compound
Yeah.
word. See, I'm him. I'm him.
I was gonna say we went to real quick. Sorry to interrupt you, but I probably interrupt him a lot because my brain goes into like 1,000 different places. So it's not because I'm disrespectful.
So take note.
Anywho, when we were on,
if we end up on a Lifetime
I did
movie,
talk about this.
you know
I think
why.
already. When we were on a cruise, we
how come all our stories go back to a cruise?
Because we've been on 3 cruises and we've been only married for 4 years. So do the math, people. We've been on cruises a lot. When we retire, we're going to be on a cruise for the rest of our life.
We'll probably live on a cruise.
I met this lady on a cruise and she like, we're going to be cruise vloggers.
Kroger's.
Anywho, long story short, when we went on this last cruise, we played a game of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And I sucked. So when we do play that game, please don't judge me. We will play because it's a fun game. And actually, he's really good at general knowledge, like geography.
Because in this relationship, I'm book smart. That's me. I'm street smart. That's me. She's book smart. I'm street smart.
I'm not even book smart, to be honest. Like, I didn't care about school up until I got into my master's program.
Look how off topic we are.
Yeah.
So my other book I read, so Night was one, and then the other one was Once a King, Always a King. So it was a nonfiction book based on the Latin kings. So if you know anything about gangs, it's one of the gangs out of the Chicagoland area. They're everywhere, but predominantly out of the Chicagoland area, I'm pretty sure. So it's about this guy who went to UIC, University of Illinois in Chicago, and he was, a Latin King gang member, and he tried to, leave the gang, but obviously his past life would always just follow him, the people he associated with. So he tried to leave the gang. I think he was out of the gang, but kind of still in it. So that's why it's called Once a King, Always a King. So that's a very good book. It's a little X-rated, but it's a very good book.
That stuff, I find like gangs and all that stuff so interesting.
I used to be a gang member.
Okay. What was that movie that you made me watch it at our apartment? It was about like all that stuff, like the Tupac era. Like I find all of that drama and that like
that's real life.
That was real life.
Hey, that's me right now, cuz.
Okay, I thought that was all really.
Like, you don't know my story.
Wait, but you remember what
you know where I'm from?
Where
East Side, Brompton.
Oklahoma. He's from Oklahoma. No judgment to Oklahoma at all, you guys.
Hey, my boomer Sooners, don't let her talk to us like that. I swear to God, don't let her talk to us like that. I'm a boomer for life.
Honestly, what movie was that you made me watch? It was like about all that. It was like a famous one that you're like, you don't watch that?
NWA?
Nope.
Compton? I said NWA.
Like it was about Compton. But
yeah.
was Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah, Straight Outta Compton.
Right?
Yeah, Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah, she didn't know. She didn't know who Ice Cube was. She didn't know Eazy-E. She didn't know
I know
Dre.
Eazy-E. I know.
Who's Eazy-E?
Eazy-E was Tupac's friend.
Wow.
Snoop Dogg's friend.
Wow.
Okay. No wait. What's that? The main guy.
Ice Cube.
No.
Dr. Dre.
No.
Yes. What do you mean? Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eazy-E.
Who am I missing? You're missing somebody. The big label guy.
Who are you talking about?
I don't know. Okay.
Not Suge Knight, not Tupac, not Biggie.
Am I talking about Suge Knight?
He was involved, but you are tripping. But Suge Knight was, man, girl. Next question, because
I love reading books. You guys should read books.
Sure, if you want to read books, read books. But for me, honestly, I'm a visual person.
Okay, I see a question.
See, that's how I see my Islam journey. That's kind of what it was. So I started reading the Quran, and I realized, holy cow, it's like for like, extremely similar to the Bible.
Yeah, he's very knowledgeable of the prophetic stories. I'm so bad with them.
It was very similar. And the reason why, because I grew up in a Christian household. We were very, very Christian. So we read the Bible,
but so did we. We grew up in like a really religious. I mean.
But the thing is, the Quran and the Bible are extremely similar. Their stories and names, obviously different pronunciations. Obviously, you have the differences, but it was very similar. So I was like, well, I'm reading this, but it just seemed I felt like something I've read before. So then instead of reading, I read some, but then I was like, more or less, let me go on YouTube, let me watch videos,
and I feel like you just learn from people. Like he used to go like in DeKalb, where we went to school. We went to school in DeKalb at Northern University and Northern Illinois University, and like he just made friends and would go at the bottom of the masjid.
It was a house at that point before they built the actual
now they
masjid.
built a.
So we go in the basement where they had prayers and stuff. So and I started talking to people, and then
you spent like hours there. I remember.
Bada boom, bada bing, and I'll share that on a different podcast later.
That's a whole other story you could get into. Okay, now you ask a question. Go.
So I should ask a question.
Yeah. Kim
Kardashian or
if you say J-Lo, this could go a long. I could go on forever.
Kidding. I'm just kidding. No, why would I compare Kim Kardashian to J-Lo?
Guys, I have a lot to say about J-Lo. I could do an episode on J-Lo.
Why?
I really could, because I think
what has she done to you?
Very, very much overhyped. Comment down below if you agree with me, because I think number one, is she a good actress?
Hey, fellas, you know damn well she ain't overhyped.
Is she a good okay, she's got the looks. Done. Okay, I'll give her that. Tink. Okay, next.
What was that?
The check mark noise.
Do it again. Girl, one more time. Tink. Okay, never do that. One more time.
Okay, so all right, he's got the looks. Not he's got the looks. She's got the looks. I
guess I got the looks.
She's got the looks. Okay, fine. Okay. All right, I'll give her another point. Is she a good performer? Yes. I'll give her another point. Does she have good work ethic? Yes, she does. Okay, now let me get to the negatives. Is she a good actress?
Why do you say actress?
Actress.
Yeah.
No, she's not. Would you guys agree with me? Is she really that great of a singer? Genie in a Bottle?
First of all, she didn't even do Genie in a Bottle.
Jenny from the Block? Yes.
Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block.
Yeah, that's catchy.
I used to have a little, now I have a lot.
Okay, name another song. My point exactly. Okay, number 3. What did I say?
No, it's not name another song. It's just that it was just a long time ago.
She has no other good songs. No, she still makes music. She still goes on tour. Does she sell out?
Yeah,
is she freaking famous? Absolutely. But
okay,
is she really that great, or did she?
She's multidimensional.
Overhyped?
She's multidimensional.
She made herself multidimensional because that was a smart move for her. Because anyone can sing. I'm a great singer.
Well, you could say that for a lot of people, right? A lot of these,
he could have been a singer if he really wanted to.
But you could say that for a lot of she's. I don't know, because J-Lo's okay to me, but I don't think that she's overhyped or underhyped. I think she's a famous person,
but she's not. But
who's done well for herself. But you can't say because she started as a musician, she can't be a better actress.
That's not what I'm saying.
Because
you
if you
can
look-
go into different avenues,
Right.
100%.
Right.
But you
then-
have to be kind of like good
Okay,
at those avenues.
so, but
Maybe
exactly.
she's passionate about them, and
All right, now
I'm being bogus.
Now watch this. What is Kim Kardashian good at besides her looks?
Kim
And no
Kardashian
disrespect to
is an
Kim Kardashian.
entrepreneur.
Right. But she...
And she's smart.
Okay, but she dabbled into everything because she got famous off of a whole movie. She was famous because of her parents. But at the same time, she jumped into makeup. She jumped into fragrances. She jumped into, clothing and swimsuit and
But
skims,
all
whatever
of
that
those
is.
avenues are like her.
Okay, so
I'm a Kim Kardashian stan. I never used to
But
be,
the thing
but
is,
now I am.
Kylie does the same thing. Khloe does the same thing. Courtney does the same thing.
No, that's
all
not
these
true.
YouTubers
That's not
and
true.
vloggers all do the same thing.
Chloe really did a good job with her brand because she did two things that were like her brand. She went into like
But watch
the
this. But watch
fitness
this.
journey, weight loss journey, like that kind
Right,
of stuff.
but watch
She did
this.
a show. And she and she came out with Good American because there was nothing that fit her body type.
All right. But see, I think we're
Kylie and
digressing
Kim.
because I could have what's her body type? She was big, she got skinny. So is every other girl who
No,
tries
she's really curvy.
So is every other girl on IG. And this is no disrespect to any girl on IG. I'm just saying this is the trend. This is what's accepted. This is what's popular on social media is that,
Unpopular opinion, Kate believes that it's easier for girls to make a lot of money than boys.
That's true. And again, this is why are you trying to make me seem like a bad person?
Cancel him, you guys.
It's
Cancel.
true. And the reason why I say that is because social media, public perception,
Go ahead.
body
get into it.
image is what drives popularity. Am I wrong with that? Social media is what drives popularity in America right now because you can be on the news or say something silly, but as soon as somebody pictures you or catches like a voiceover, they post it on social media because that's what spreads like wildfire. Am I wrong?
Cancel him.
I'm not wrong.
Cancel him.
So
Ladies,
the reason why
get into formation.
see, and I didn't say it's easier to be a woman than a man. I'm not saying like in
Is it
livelihood.
Is it
That's no. It's hard for both. We have both male and female have their own issues that we work on. Right. We have our own struggles in life.
Is it harder to be a whole episode? Guys, my ideas are just.
But let me go into that real quick before I get canceled. But I think it's harder for I think it's easier for women to make money socially than men, only because I know how and I understand how thirsty men are behind the screen, right? Meaning if you see a guys
are gross.
If you're out at a not that we go to bars or anything, but if you see like a social gathering, a guy's not gonna outright come and say, "Dang girl, I like your body. Let me see what's up." That kind of aggressive talk. The guys don't do that in real life. They'll smooth talk you this and a third, but on social media,
that's how you think he got me too.
Behind the lens, guys will do that. If you have a nice picture, a nice IG story, a TikTok, a nice IG picture, a guy will slide in your DM, say, throw you whatever pickup line he wants to throw at you. That's why I'm saying it's easier for women to make money socially and become more popular and successful socially because the audience that they're appealing to, the thirsty guys, are gonna keep giving them that attention. Not to say girls don't do it too, because a guy could post pictures, but I don't think girls will be that bold as to slide
to approach it
that way. So that's what I mean by I think it's easier for girls because girls have that physical image that's appealing, right? And we all say it, sex sells. It's true. Not to say that girls aren't worth more because they are. I hold every girl up to a pedestal because I care for my mom, I care for my sister, I care for my wife, obviously.
Do you guys see how that? What number was I? What number was
I care for my wife, my mom, and my sister.
What number was I?
Only because you're right here. Only because it's expected.
That's crazy.
Anywho, okay, that's a whole different topic conversation on its own.
I have to remind him, who's your number one?
Of course you are.
Yeah.
Easily.
Done.
We
Okay.
don't know it's my mom and my sister. Girl, stop tripping.
Stop. Okay. What's another question we can ask?
I don't know.
Let's get juicy. What's a good question? Do you know who Kermit the Frog is?
How's that a juicy question?
I don't know.
It's a frog.
Okay, let's talk about shows that we used to watch as a kid, because did you guys know that this was the year that Arthur... Did you watch Arthur as a kid?
Why's Arthur?
Arthur was like the ultimate, don't you think?
Arthur was cool, but Arthur was more like
Aren't there?
Catch it right when you get home from school.
Right.
Like catch it right when you get home from school. But
or did you watch Recess?
I was more like
one Saturday morning.
Right, Recess, yes, but I was more like Cat Dog. Yeah,
like Cartoon Network.
Yeah, Cartoon Network. Whoa.
Dexter's Little Laboratory.
Didi, what are you doing in my laboratory?
Wait, that was really good.
That was good, right? So yeah, Dexter's Lab. I watched that.
Johnny Bravo. I remember you.
Rocket Power was my show. Love Rocket Power.
Wiggity.
Wiggity. That was my show.
That was a good show.
Recess, but I also like the dark stuff too, like Real Monsters.
No,
Courage. That was a good show.
Courage was
a good show. I love Courage.
I don't think I ever could watch a full episode of Courage. We're talking about Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, that was a good show.
That was weird. That was on Cartoon Network. Powerpuff Girls, so good.
Yes. But
But
then
I think
also,
Powerpuff Girls, like they had like weird. Like,
there's
right?
a new girl now. She's black, right?
Yeah.
Sophie said, or she has color.
Our niece said that there's like a fourth Powerpuff Girl, and apparently that's
weird.
the fave.
Did you ever watch Sailor Moon?
No.
Wow. Why? Because you don't really watch anime.
I'm not into anime. He's kind of into anime. His siblings are really into anime.
Yes. Pepper Ann. I used to watch that.
Pepper Ann.
That, Cat Dog I already mentioned. Rugrats, yes.
Like the shows back in the day used to be
so good.
And so wholesome. And like even Nick at Night was good. Full House, so good.
I mean, Full House was cool.
Bob Saget, that was sad. That was really
R.I.P. to a real one.
Yeah.
Did he do something? Wasn't he canceled?
I think he was like...
Who isn't canceled
I think
these
he was
days?
crude. I think that was the issue, is that he was... I could be wrong. Maybe there were more things and I don't know about it. Alhamdulillah. Oh my God. Are you okay?
There's another one coming, but continue.
Okay. Yeah, Bob Saget, I heard there was... Okay. I heard
there might be one more, I'm not sure, but we'll continue anyway.
Yeah, his eyes get really small when he sneezes. Open them up. All right. Yeah, Bob Saget. I think there was some oh my gosh. Again, my tangents go crazy, but Amber Heard and Johnny Depp.
See, honestly, I have no idea. I get on TikTok every other day,
like all over my
and
TikTok.
that's why it's like a live. You would think it's like a grand jury, like America life-changing trial.
It's because people are so
I get on TikTok,
with Johnny
I
Depp.
see him in his ponytail. They show her, she's like doodling or on a computer. I don't know what she's doing, something else.
No, it's the opposite. She's the one who's writing like all crazy and like you know, like she's.
And then next thing I know,
he's like doodling.
They're saying she pooped in the bed or something. I'm
heard
like,
that.
what? I have no idea what's going on with that whole story. I don't care to know because I didn't know who Amber Heard was before this.
She's an actor. She's an actress too, but
I knew who Johnny was obviously because his
he's
acting
iconic.
ability. But I never knew who his wife was, so I don't really care for that whole situation.
I mean, but like
I'm mad Kanye's not on Instagram no more because I was trying to see what's going on with that situation.
Wait, who?
Well, because Instagram removed Kanye.
What? We weren't talking about Kanye.
I'm just saying I don't care about Amber or Johnny.
He cared a lot about the Kanye drama.
I did because people were coming to my boy Kanye.
But what I will say, wait, do you know any good, like, what was your favorite iconic role of Johnny Depp?
Honestly, the only
I don't think he's watched any of his iconic movies. Okay, did you watch Willy Wonka?
Oh yeah, Willy Wonka. Yeah,
he was in Willy Wonka.
Yeah, so that was. I think that's his.
Edward
for
Scissorhands.
That
was iconic. That. Pirates, obviously iconic.
I maybe watched. I feel like Pirates. I've never watched a full movie.
He was in Alice in Wonderland, but I didn't watch that.
Like dabbled in like random scenes.
Are you talking about Pirates?
Pirates. The only movie I've watched fully of Johnny's, to be honest, is probably Willy Wonka.
I feel like we watched
Oompa Loompa Diddly Dum. Sometimes when I was young, I sucked my thumb.
Is it the lyrics? I think that was great. I used to watch Pirates all the time, but I never understood. We should really have a Pirates night. You want to do that? Pirates night? 1, 2, 3? I think there's 3. Because I don't think he's not saying anything because he doesn't want to do that with me. But I think that I watched all the Pirates, but I never understood any of them. So I'd like to go back and rewatch them with you.
That's not going to happen. But speaking of pirates, you want to let them... What's your favorite movie ever?
My Best Friend's Wedding.
I knew that. My favorite movie...
Wait, why did you say that? What do pirates have to do with that?
I don't know.
Did you think that...
What?
What was our favorite movie?
Your favorite movie?
Yeah.
My Best Friend's Wedding. I knew that, but it was just I thought it was a good transition.
Oh, that was okay. That was
Yeah.
a good. You said speaking of pirates.
Speaking of pirates, my favorite movie is what?
He has multiple. John Q.
Mm-hmm.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Mulan.
That's top three right
Iconic.
there.
Was that top
Top three.
three? Wow,
Pursuit
you
of
guys,
Happiness
did you see
first,
that?
John Q and
I
Mulan.
am the ultimate wife. Ask me any like another podcast.
My second wife literally says she's ultimate wife.
Wait, let's do that. You see how I just ignore those comments? Let's do that.
What?
Let's do one of our next podcasts. Let's do how well do you know the other person? Because I think I'd kill it, and I don't know if I have the same confidence.
Ask me any
On
questions.
my bridal shower,
watch.
you guys.
Ask me any questions. Ask me any questions right now, because I'm offended.
Okay.
I know everything about you. Ask me any single question right now. I will get it right.
What grade do I teach?
First.
What school? What's the name of the school? Wait, should we say it? Is that weird?
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of weird. Okay. Where was I born?
You were born in the Aurora Hospital.
What was the hospital's name?
I don't know. What was my hospital's name?
I don't know.
Exactly.
You don't
Exactly.
know.
You were born-
I know mine. I know
Oh,
mine.
you were Christ Advocate.
No, I was Alexian Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
I think I was Alexian Brothers. Actually, maybe I wasn't. I think that's wrong. I think one of my siblings were Alexian Brothers and I wasn't. Anywho, I really think I could beat him. So we'll do that in another episode where we test each other, because on my bridal shower, I got asked a ton of questions and everybody was so impressed and everybody thought that I talked to him beforehand, and I really didn't.
That's
What's
true.
my shoe size? No, actually, you buy me a lot of shoes.
7.5.
Yeah, I'm 7.5.
7.5.
7.5, yeah.
Yeah, 7.5. What's my shoe size? Goofy.
13.
12.
12.
Yeah, you don't know nothing.
Okay. Next.
Yeah, we'll have a whole episode.
We
on that.
really should. And we should do something where comment down below, like one of us, like whoever loses, like we should do it on whiteboards, and then whoever, like count up points, and then whoever loses has to do something like crazy. Comment down below what crazy thing we should do.
Comment down below what we should talk about next. Comment down below. Comment down below.
Comment down below. I just like to engage with my audience.
Anywho,
Okay, let's see.
so our next question is going to be.
Do you know any triplets? Do you know any twins? We know twins.
I know it's a whole bunch of twins.
We know multiple twins, but do we know any triplets? My
Your
cousin.
cousin, duh.
Yeah, my cousin had triplets, and then she had a fourth. Can you believe that?
Where did that come from? Like why?
There was a question. I just thought of the random question. Okay, next. Would you want twins or triplets?
Of course.
I'd be down for twins. Boy or girl.
One of each.
Yeah.
One of each.
That'd be awesome.
One of each, because
I don't know what would happen to my body, but
a lot of people have twins.
I know. Yeah, it's pretty common, I feel. I'd be so... Actually, fun fact, his dad's a twin.
My dad is a twin, so there's strong possibility
But I
mean,
think-
my siblings could have twin, right?
No,
That's how
I
it
think
works?
it's like if your grandparents or something have twins or something. Or if it's from the girl's side or
No, it
something
skips
like
it skips a generation. So my dad is a twin. None of his kids
That'd
are
be
twins.
so cool.
And then one of either me of my three other siblings could have
Who
twins,
knows?
inshallah. So
His dad's twin lives in Nigeria, though.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
He
One
lives-
of his dad's brothers lived in India for some time. He was a doctor in India.
My dad is one of 9, so he has family.
He was a doctor in India, right?
Yeah, so he has one everywhere.
How many of them were doctors? Do you know?
I have no idea.
I mean, his dad was a doctor, or is a doctor. His brother that went to India was a doctor. Both of his parents have a lot of siblings, and then it's funny because both of my parents only have one sibling.
What do you think about being a Muslim in dating?
Dating?
Speaking of that, hey, listen, this is a real endeavor
He's about
of
to
mine.
go on his pitch.
This is a real endeavor of mine. If you don't take anything from what we've talked about these past couple episodes, please take this, like, share, comment this particular part. So I think there is a big market for Muslim dating, right? And when you hear that, don't be like, oh, you're Muslim, you can't date. But I'm trying to make it more.
Halal.
I don't want to use the word like, yes, more halal, but more practical, more realistic. And I have an idea, because we know, Muslims be out here dating. Not that I don't want to say like it's a bad thing, it's a good thing. I just say it happens. Let's be real, it happens. Mm-hmm. So I want to I don't want to say capitalize on it, because I'm not looking for money on it, but I'm just trying to do something with it, make it more fun and because I know
He'd be really good about
I know
that.
a
He
lot
loves
of guys
people.
are looking. I know a lot of girls that are looking. So why not bring them together like a mix or like a type of speed dating thing in a controlled environment during the day, so it's not like at nighttime where it's has a romantic vibe to it. It's more casual, right? Have a group of people together, have, guys, girls, speed dating. There's, a whole bunch of little mini cocktail type tables. They walk across each other, they talk for a little bit. On to the next one. Once every couple of weeks, once a month, different group of people. Hopefully, you find somebody you're cool with, and then it's up upon you. I'm done. You take it from there. But I want to know if that's realistic. I want to know if that's something the single people would be open to doing. But again, that's still in the process, still in the works. And don't take my idea. If you guys take my idea.
Kay's really good at, it's so weird because your job is like the complete. I mean, no, you talk to people,
Yeah.
but he's like a big people person.
Yeah, I like talking. I get my energy from
And I'm not.
interacting with people. I'm in finance, so my job is completely opposite. I started a computer all day.
That's why he wants to do something. That's why you started coaching.
That's my avenue. So everything I like, my professional life, my job, that's extremely boring. Everything outside
that's why
of
he
that,
wanted to do this podcast.
right? Everything outside of that, I
creative.
like being in front of people. I like talking to people.
You hear all the compliments I'm giving you?
Oh yeah. Ooh, I like your hijab.
Thanks.
So again, please let me know if that's a good idea, bad idea, because I know there's a religious side to it, but I'll try to do my best.
You could make it.
Yeah, right. I'll make it halal.
Yeah. I mean, not even like you said, not even halal, but it doesn't have to be. I mean, speed dating is speed dating. What's wrong with that? Like,
Right,
it's like
that's true.
you're arranging.
And that's why
people.
I was going to go into that. How do you feel about Muslim dating, or Muslims that are dating?
I mean, I feel like there's boundaries that everybody makes mistakes. Everybody, it's like a tricky line because that's why Allah.
Shout out to those empty parking lots. I'm just kidding.
That's why God, stops us so early on, because one thing can lead to another thing, can lead to another thing, can lead to another thing.
100%.
It's so true. It's so true. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Right.
Like, if my kid came to me and told me that, I want them to be open with me and tell me if they like somebody, because that's just the reality. People like people. You can't keep people away from the opposite gender. They're in school, they're in jobs, they're in college.
And again,
it's just the reality.
Yeah, whatever we speak on this podcast, that's our opinion. We're not saying this is right. We're not saying this is wrong.
But I
It's
would
just us talking.
prefer my kids to be honest with me and not be scared of me, and I could give them good advice. Don't be dumb because you don't want to do something that you regret. I'm very passionate about this, because I feel as though,
Right.
as how do I say this? We were raised, I think you too, we were raised to not talk about our feelings very much. I feel like you guys don't either.
I would say not necessarily that it wasn't raised to not talk
it was
about
just
feelings.
awkward.
Right. I grew up in a house, with obviously had both my parents there. Again, a lot of you guys say, he's black, he doesn't have parents. I do have both loving parents who are
He's
still
blessed.
alive and thriving.
They're great.
But I had two brothers and a sister. My sister's very young, but my two brothers I grew up with.
But
So
you couldn't be Mom, I have an issue. I
right.
couldn't
See, that
do
wasn't me. See, that wasn't me. I know a lot of my friends who are like that, who could say, hey, Mom or Dad, I'm dealing with this in school.
But I needed my kids to be like that.
Right.
I want our kids to come to us. I want our kids to be comfortable coming to us and telling us their problems, because
Right,
I don't want them to hide things from me or be scared to tell me things.
Right. And of course, I mean, we're saying this like we're parents when we're not, but
Right.
obviously
It's hard being a parent.
Hard.
I was just talking to another teacher about it on Friday. She has three kids, freshman, sophomore, junior.
GG.
Can you imagine? And so she was telling me about them, and she's like, I wish there was a ban on kids having cell phones until 16. Honestly, I'm like, that is a good.
Well, even that's not really realistic anymore.
It's not. No, once they start driving.
Right. Yeah. Even before
But
that,
even kids go on buses, so it's hard.
I had my very first cell phone I got when I was a freshman in high school or sophomore in high school. My younger sister, who is 9 years younger than me, she got her first cell phone once, I think she was in 4th, 5th grade, because now it's not like the world is evolving where it's making kids need a cell phone, need a mobile device, because again, kids are so involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. Kids aren't necessarily playing outside that much anymore, riding bikes, hanging out, kids are going places, exploring new things. So you need that constant line of communication that parent can contact their children. So I understand, but having us like withholding cell phones or mobile devices from kids until they're
I just don't want my
older,
kids.
it's not realistic.
I don't want
It's
my
honestly
kids
not
to be on
realistic.
TikTok. I don't want my kids to be on Instagram.
You want them to be on
especially
TikTok doing this?
if I see my kid doing that, I will throw up.
TikTok is probably not going to be a thing.
I hope it's not.
But there's going to be something
even worse.
advanced, probably worse,
Probably
better.
worse.
Who knows? Because we grew up with High Five, AIM, MySpace, and then Facebook. But then now there's Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok.
Man, like back in our days, like
OnlyFans.
even when I was literally in high school 10 years ago.
OnlyFans.
Can you believe my 10
OnlyFans.
Can you believe my 10-year reunion is coming up for high school this year? And I feel like high school was so different. Like for me, like we just hung out. Like there was no like, I don't know, it was just so easy, and we just like, I looked like, I didn't wear makeup until college, until my roommate, who's now my best friend.
You said who's not your best friend?
Who's now my best friend, literally made me wear eyeliner. Like I didn't care about any of that stuff, and now
Well, I think I don't think that's necessarily like a generational thing. That's just a growing up thing. Because again, I didn't care about cologne and.
You cared about
all
girls though.
Not really. I say majority of my high school, I cared about sports.
I mean, maybe I
didn't really care for
no.
to all that extra stuff, but.
Well, that'll come with time. We'll hopefully be on our podcast then, so you guys can give us like advice.
My nose I'm not digging my nose, guys. My nose is very itchy,
Ew,
so I'm just like doing a little
he's like
brush.
picking his nose. I do that too. Though.
Right.
I flicker.
Yeah, that's what she does. Nor people, they'll go.
He calls it
they'll blow their nose,
fairy
whatever.
dust.
She does her little booger fairy dust. She'll dig her nose like Nora people dig
No,
her
I
nose.
don't dig my nose. Whoa.
Well, no,
I literally go like this.
But yeah, she'll do this, then she'll do this. Yeah, you get some of this. You get some of this. What is that? So it's like now I like step on the ground. I see like little boogers
You're
growing. She's like planting her seed. I see like little boogers growing because she.
Okay, let's ask one more question and get off this pod. Go.
So I don't.
Final question. What should be our final question? Have you ever been? Okay, what's your favorite restaurant? I think we both agree now what our favorite restaurant is. I don't think it's Chili's anymore.
Was it Red Robin?
Chili's is right.
Robin's
like
okay.
okay. We're like super. We're talking about like just a basic.
Yeah, because we're not. I mean,
we like basic.
Yeah,
we like a lot of food.
I'd rather spend $20 on
Yes.
greasy fast food hole in the wall
100%.
place than like, let's say $50
Yes.
at like a fine dining restaurant. That's not
100%.
me. I'm not. Into
We're not
that
into
stuff.
that. We like portions. We like
Shout out Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Shout
Are
out
you kidding
Chili's,
me?
Red
Chili's,
Robin.
honestly, like I don't like it.
Chili's has the best
Anymore.
pasta. I
He
think.
loves the pasta there. He loves the Cajun
chicken pasta. Fire.
But I think now it's Red Robin.
Yeah, Red Robin's good too.
Olive Garden, fire.
Olive Garden. We don't talk about Olive Garden.
We had bad
Yeah.
times in Olive Garden.
Why do you say that with such excitement?
Because that's
had bad
tea, you
times.
guys. You want the tea?
No, they don't want the tea. That's for the that's for a later
another
podcast.
podcast.
Everything is for a later podcast.
Yeah, comment down
which
below
is
if you want
good
another
though
tea.
because we have discussion topics for future.
Yeah. I love Olive Garden except for that one time. But
And we'll share that later.
yeah, we can share that another time. He hates like anything seafood.
Yeah, I'm not a fan
I
of
hate
seafood.
that. I love seafood.
I
Like
don't do seafood.
I went to my first seafood boil where you the
you
full
boil
on.
seafood.
Yeah. And it's like you wear the bib and everything
yeah.
and the gloves. Oh my god, it was so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Red Robin's probably.
Yeah.
And then we also really like what's that place? We like Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, cheesecake is good.
We like yeah, we love food. I love food, but like he's not a snacker. I'm a snacker.
But you are a snack.
Thank you.
See that compliment? You're actually a meal.
Wow.
You're a buffet.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for calling me fat.
Anywho,
Great.
Anywho,
Get off this podcast.
and comment down below. Anywho, that will be a wrap for this
Yes.
episode.
Thanants for joining in our 100
Like, subscribe, comment, all that, share. Come have fun with
Yeah,
us.
please share these with your friends if you actually think we like are kind of funny.
So long, farewell
Share with your friends,
to
please.
you, my friends.